Hi, my name's Robbie Samuels, and among the many other hats that I wear, I am a business growth strategist, which is why I share a short story with a business or life lesson and a Your Challenge This Week section every Tuesday with my email list, and I record it as a video to share it with you. I encourage you to sign up for my weekly missives. You can do so by checking out the link in the first comment below. This week's is titled, Truer Words Have Never Been Spoken. So I left my career at the end of 2014 to pursue speaking and coaching full time. And of course, I wanted to learn about this. And so I bought lots of courses, and every single one, and there were quite a few, started out by asking me to identify my ideal client. And the typical exercise went something like this. Picture your ideal client, the ones you love to work with. And now tell us, what do they like to do? Do they drink Starbucks or Dunkin'? And kind of random questions like that. And I just didn't know, because I was in a pivot and I knew that the clients that I'd had for like 2009 to 2014 were not the clients that I wanted to have going forward. I struggled with that question of identifying and describing your ideal client. But then fast forward to 2017, and I just finished publishing my first book, huge launch, and there's a lot of buzz around it. So I decide that I want to do some kind of one-to-many program. And I go to my friend and mentor, Dory Clark, and I tell her that I'm going to create some sort of online program. And she says, "You're going to learn a lot." And truer words have never been spoken. So despite a sales page that was written to attract the wrong kind of people, my ideal clients actually did show up, and they signed up for my pilot group coaching program. And it's because they knew me and they knew that I had skills they could learn from. Now, at the time, that did not include writing sales copy for those sales pages. Now, before I launched the second cohort, a few months later, I made some changes to the sales page and I added some video testimonials from the pilot members. And I still, though, had no real sense of who my ideal clients were. And despite the fact that 250 people in short order went to view the page, I was pretty good at marketing, no one clicked to schedule a call with me. And I couldn't figure out why. Now, at the same time, 5 people reached out to me who I would later realize were my ideal clients, because they needed some help either launching a podcast, launching a book, or some sort of business growth strategy question. And like I said, I couldn't see it. But when I finally realized is that all the people who came to my pilot and all the people who were reaching out about coaching had some things in common. So the first one is that I really enjoyed working with them. The second was that I was able to help them. And the third is that they were going through some kind of transition in their business where they were thinking about launching a podcast or a book, or their first or a new one-to-many program, or they were leaving corporate to become a full-time entrepreneur, or wanted to get on bigger stages, etc., right? And here's the thing that was really interesting. They were all entrepreneurial women in their 50s. And I often do get asked the question, why is it that I say that I really enjoy working with entrepreneurial women in their 50s and beyond? And how did that come to be? And I usually say, they found me. But the truth is more complicated than that. And I just want to say how much I deeply appreciate the fact that they trust me and believe that I can help them. And it's possible it's because my very first blog post and my first podcast episode was titled, "When Will Women Win the Right to Pockets?" I know, it's kind of funny. But on a serious note, once I figured out that these were my ideal clients, I refocused my offer. I went to a few of these women directly and very easily filled my second cohort. And that's why my masterminds, ever since, including the one I'm launching in 2022, are geared towards entrepreneurial women in their 50s and beyond. And here's your challenge for this week. Watch my free masterclass, Discover Your Ideal Client, which you'll find at robbiesamuels.com/masterclass. And we'll make sure to drop that link into the chat comments, below. Once you've watched it, I want you to really think through these questions. Is there a type of person that keeps asking you for support? is there something in particular that you're always asked for advice about? See, it's really hard to know ourselves without taking into account how other people see us. Paying attention to these trends, and when you can, noticing the patterns can really be just such valuable information that will help you grow your business. So try this and let me know how it goes. Now, you heard me mention earlier my description of my ideal client, and I wondered though if that resonated for you. If you're an entrepreneurial woman in your 50s and beyond who's looking to have a greater impact and greater income, you're thinking about a podcast or a book or a new program or new revenue stream, etc. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, either to do a half-day deep dive around a project you're working on or ongoing coaching, or maybe you're curious about this mastermind that I mentioned earlier that I'm actually filling now with some great bonuses where you get one-on-one calls with me in 2021, and then the mastermind starts in 2022. If you want to know more about all those things, comment, chat below, and I will make sure to get you all the details and we can connect and talk about it. I want to learn all about your big ideas for how you're going to change the world. Thanks.